The day I got out, dozens of luxury cars pulled up at the prison gates. Hundreds of my guys dropped to their knees. They opened the door of the lead Mercedes S-Class, begging me to come back and run things. I turned and walked away, leaving them with one line: River Dragon is dead. 15 years ago, I stood alone at the riverside with one blade against 1,000 men. Blood stained half the river. People called me River Dragon. It wasn't until my girlfriend showed up pregnant that I found out I was going to be a dad. Because of my record, no one would hire me. And I wanted to build a relationship with the daughter I hadn't seen in 15 years. My wife kept complaining about the school cafeteria boss serving rotten meat to kids. Said she'd reported him multiple times, but nothing changed. So I set up a food stand outside the school selling lunchboxes. Good quality, cheap prices. Lots of students bought from me. But my daughter Nono wasn't the sweet girl I'd imagined. She was young but hung out with a bunch of troublemakers. The second they saw me, her friends started laughing. "Isn't that your ex-con dad? Dude, I heard you tried stealing scrap metal and cut a power line by accident. 15 years for that? How unlucky can you get?" Continued. Nono was embarrassed. She rushed up to me and begged, "Can you stop coming here and embarrassing me? You're making me look bad in front of my friends." I didn't argue. I just handed her a lunchbox and said gently, "Your mom said you complained about the cafeteria food. I made all your favorite dishes." "Stop embarrassing me. You went to prison for such a pathetic reason since I was little. I had to grow up as a kid without a dad getting bullied. Now I finally got some friends, and you still come here to humiliate me." One of the girls laughed. "Mister, didn't you think about appealing? My cousin broke someone's leg and only got 3 years. You stole scrap and got 15? Ha ha ha. They burst out laughing again. My wife never told our kid my real crime. Can't let people know she's River Dragon's daughter, or I'd bring enemies down on her. I wiped food scraps off my face and said quietly, "Prison isn't something to be proud of. You kids should focus on studying." I pulled out another lunchbox for Nono, she said through gritted teeth. "Having a pathetic dad like you, that's the most embarrassing thing." Right then, the cafeteria boss showed up with a group of guys rushing toward me. He grabbed my lunchbox and smashed it on the ground, jabbing his finger at my face. "Stealing my business, huh? Didn't I tell you if you sell lunchboxes here again, I'd kill you?" I bent down to pick up the boxes. Sorry, I'm leaving now." The cafeteria boss kicked me in the stomach. "Didn't I already warn you once?" No, look, your dad's getting beat up." Nono stared at me hard, fists clenched tight. I knew she was hoping I'd fight back, but I couldn't get in fights anymore. I said sincerely to the cafeteria boss, "Boss, we're both selling $15 meals. I'm not cheaper than you. How's that stealing your business?" "The kids just want decent food," he sneered. "So you're saying my cafeteria food sucks? Let me see how good yours is." The leader of his crew was this big dude. As soon as the boss said that, he grabbed my stand and flipped it over. All the food spilled on the ground and splashed all over me. The boss crouched down, grabbed my hair, and said through his teeth, "You bastard! A dozen parents reported me and couldn't take me down. Now you want to mess with me? You know how many people I know on the streets? Boss, if my stand bothers you, I'll move further away, okay?" My backing down pissed Nono off. She yelled at me through clenched teeth, "Coward, you're pathetic!" After she yelled, the red-haired girl quickly covered her mouth. Sure enough, the cafeteria boss glared at Nono viciously. The cafeteria boss said coldly, "Think you can just walk away? Let's talk compensation first. I heard you sell 300 lunchboxes a day. That means you cost me 300 customers every day. I charge $15 each, that's $4,500 a day. You've been here 10 days, total 45 grand. I was stunned. "Boss, you're bullying me." The cafeteria boss smirked. Turned to the big guy. "He cost me all that money and now he won't pay. What should we do?" The big dude crouched down, grabbed the pepper steak off the ground. "There's more meat than peppers here. You run a business like this? You really don't fear karma, huh?" Then he started beating me. The students watching were outraged. He sells garbage food and won't let others sell. But this guy's such a coward. If someone did this to me, I'd fight back already. Cowards get bullied. I struggled to sit up, wiped the hot sauce off my face. First thing I saw was Nono looking completely disappointed. "You won't even fight back when someone's beating you?" Continued. The cafeteria boss snapped at Nono impatiently. "Little girl, mind your business. Say one more word." "I'll get you expelled." "No, boss." I quickly grabbed his arm. "Boss, I'm leaving now. You want money, right?" "I can't pay the full amount. How about you tell me your profit margin and I'll compensate that?" The boss's face went cold instantly. He leaned close to my ear. "You think I'm an idiot? You think I'd tell you my profit margins? I'd go out of business." After that, still not satisfied, he slapped me hard across the face twice. Nono watched me get slapped. She yelled furiously, "Fight back! How long are you gonna keep embarrassing yourself?" The cafeteria boss was fed up with Nono. He pointed at her impatiently and told his goon, "Go drag that loudmouth brat over here." The big guy turned toward Nono. The red-haired girl scrambled away, scared, making it clear she had nothing to do with Nono. I panicked, jumped up and rushed toward Nono, but the cafeteria boss grabbed my shirt. I was just wearing a dress shirt. When he yanked it, he tore it wide open. My tattoo was suddenly exposed to everyone. The big guy's eyes went wide. "Wait, isn't that River Dragon's ink?" The cafeteria boss couldn't believe it. He reached out and rubbed my tattoo. "Is that a temporary tattoo?" He rubbed hard twice. It wouldn't come off. "A lunchbox vendor and you dare to get River Dragon's Xidagarba tattoo?" The big guy asked nervously. "Boss, could he actually be River Dragon? I heard he got out recently?" The boss rolled his eyes. "The chairman position at Uenda Group has been held open for River Dragon this whole time. You think he'd give up being chairman to come sell lunchboxes?" Mid-sentence, he suddenly punched me in the gut. "You got some nerve." Back in the day, River Dragon took on 1,000 men with one blade. You're just a dead man looking for trouble. Continued. He pulled out his phone and took my picture. You're done. I'm sending this to my friend at Yuan Da Group. He'll be here any minute, you're dead. Nono looked at me, face drained of color. What did you tattoo on yourself? I forced a smile. Go home first. Suddenly, Nono burst into tears, crying. You steal scrap metal and you tattoo Xidigarba on yourself? Don't you know all these years tons of people pretended to be River Dragon and got killed by Yuan Da Group? Continued. Run! I stared at Nono in shock. Was she worried about me? Even though she thought I was a pathetic father, she still didn't want me to get hurt. Seeing her care made my guilt even stronger. Continued. The cafeteria boss grabbed me. Don't even think about running. I was just gonna teach you a lesson. Who knew you had a death wish? Suddenly, his phone rang. He answered casually. Brother Wei, yeah, this guy's all beat up. That was me. You coming over? Wait, what? The entire Yuanda board is coming? His eyes suddenly went wide, staring at me in shock. Everyone gasped. The big guy couldn't believe it. You know them? The cafeteria boss said, how would I know people that high up? But they just called saying they're on their way. The big guy was in awe. That's loyalty. Just impersonating their boss and the whole crew mobilizes. The cafeteria boss said to me coldly, I bet it's because River Dragon's reputation. Can't have any random nobody disrespecting him. You're about to learn what death means. Nono was on the verge of a breakdown. She ignored the boss's earlier threats. Ran to my side, shoved me hard, crying. Just go. You already made my mom wait 15 years. You want to make her a widow too? Watching Nono break down, guilt washed over me again. It's all my fault. I put them through 15 years of suffering. Nono cried to the cafeteria boss. Continued. Please don't call them! He just stole scrap metal. He doesn't know anything about River Dragon. He was young and stupid 15 years ago, went to jail for stealing scrap. When he went in, he'd never even heard of that legend. He's not copying on purpose, it's just a coincidence. The cafeteria boss paused. Continued. Then burst out laughing again. Ha ha ha, I'm dying! Went to jail for stealing scrap metal. Is there anything more pathetic than that? Ha ha ha. Nono looked humiliated, but she still grabbed my hand and tried to pull me away. Continued. The boss immediately blocked our path with his guys, sneering. Think it's that easy to leave? Yuenda already made it clear. Anyone who dares tattoo the Xidigarba is declaring war on them. Nono cried out. I told you he got it over 10 years ago. Ha 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 ha! I don't care if he was framed or not. If you die today, remember next life not to steal people's business. Watching us surrounded, Nono panicked, desperately looking at her friends, crying. Continued. Aren't you guys gonna help? The group stayed silent. The red-haired girl spoke up. Are we even that close? Nono froze. She couldn't help saying, but we're blood sisters. The red-haired girl shook her head. If you were really a good sister, you wouldn't drag your friends down with you. You caused this mess and want to pull us in too? You don't deserve to be our sister. Once she spoke, the other girls chimed in. Continued. Yeah, you want us to die? You got the nerve to mention we're blood sisters. Messing around is one thing. Who's actually gonna die with you? Nono said desperately. I'm not asking you to fight Yuan Da, just please help us get out of here. Continued. Her friends said nothing. I knew right then Nono's world was collapsing. All I felt was heartache. 15 years in prison. I knew Nono must have been bullied all these years. She just didn't want to get bullied anymore, so she hung out with these delinquents, formed a crew. Continued. In desperation, Nono tried to break through. But how could her small frame match these guys? The cafeteria boss raised his hand impatiently. Swung hard at Nono. Little brat, can you just shut up? Before the slap landed on Nono's face. I caught it. The cafeteria boss froze. He said in disbelief. You actually dare to fight back? I said, I don't fight anymore. He said arrogantly. Then let go of me. I shook my head. Hit me all you want, but if you touch her, you're dead. Reborn again. The first thing I did was swallow a centipede alive.